Hey now, everybody, it's Aaron. Thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry we missed you for a couple of weeks. We're excited to be back. Hope you like the new intro to the show. We're going to change things up a little bit here in the fall market. We're going to be adding some features to the show, doing more home tips. As always, if you are in the market for a new home, track the market to get a sense of the value of your current home, or just love looking at houses as much as we do. You know this is the show for you. Let's do this. All right, guys, the fall market is officially underway. And while we're definitely seeing some more inventory, I got to be real with you guys. It feels like a bit of a ugly duckling parade out there right now. We are continuing to see homes that need significant work coming to market at pandemic level prices. And frankly, ain't nobody got time for that. There are some good things mixed in though, and when they do come, they are still getting a lot of interest. So we continue to be bullish on the market in general, but are advising our clients to be patient, wait for the right one, and when it comes, just be ready to make it happen. Let's jump into some houses. Okay, kicking it off this week in Bethesda, I wanted to highlight 9512 Kenstone Drive in Wingate, which came to market last weekend at 935.5. This is an expanded Cape Cod in a fantastic spot within the neighborhood, and a classic example of grabbing a lot of move-in ready square footage at less than it would cost you to build. The expansion here more than doubled the original square footage of this home and really added critical spaces that buyers in this price bracket are looking for. I'm working with a family right now considering a similar expansion, and we're getting quotes in the $300,000 to $400,000 range in 8 to 10 months to get it done. That's why I keep banging on this point of grabbing square footage. If you've got a long-term outlook on the house, and doing those things over time. They've done a nice job here keeping the charm of the original home, but opening the kitchen up and adding that large family room space everybody wants. I think the extra room here off the family room is also a nice space, makes a great playroom or office. The primary bedroom suite is incredibly spacious for the price point. The huge master bath. Don't like the finishes, but those things can be changed. Secondary bedrooms and baths also really nicely sized. I like the exterior space in the back here a lot. I love that they added a garage as well. All things that are not cheap to do. As I'm recording this, it just went under contract, which isn't surprising because it really stood out to me as a strong play, which is why I wanted to let you guys know about it and give you something to think about when the next one comes along. All right, staying in Bethesda-ish, 9708 Corcoran Lane in Stratton Woods came to market last week at 840,000. Stratton Woods is really a slept-on neighborhood, in my opinion. It's really centrally located. You got easy access to downtown Bethesda, but also really close to Pike and Rose and the Wildwood area. The low to mid 800s is such a difficult price point, and by coming just slightly further out than say Wingate, where the original version of this house would likely be 800,000, here you get a tastefully renovated and move-in ready product on a great street for that number. Check out the open kitchen, dining, living area they've done here. Really well done. They did it right, really created a cool space. I think, this could be even more improved, adding a focal point to the living area in that open space would help anchor it. The great part about this kind of split level is that there is a large family room just a few steps down on the other side of the kitchen. So that main living room area in the open concept portion of the house, it's really more of a lounge just for hanging out while you're in the kitchen, but then you can retreat down to the family room, get that larger sectional and play space down there. Just next to the family room is a smaller room with an exterior door to the driveway, and a powder room, which would make an amazing mud room, something you're never going to find in the low 800s in Bethesda. Upstairs, this home offers 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths. I'm not going to lie to you guys, in this model of split, they are pretty tight. I think there's potential there if you ate up the 4th bedroom to really create a cool primary suite, the larger bath and walk-in closet. One of the other benefits of this model of split is that you do have an additional basement level that can be finished into an awesome rec room. Something that, in addition to that sort of one step down family room, altogether makes for some really great space for the price point. Heads up on this location, it does back to the old WMAL tower site, which is being developed into a new home community. Based on the plans I've seen, I think you're probably going to have a single family home behind you, but with some decent yard space. I don't think it's going to be too intruding. You will have to put up with some construction noise, but overall, I think that new community is going to bring a lot of excitement to this area and could really help with values in this neighborhood. I think this is definitely something to check out if you're in that low 800s range. All right, this week we've got a special piece for you. JT is out on site and he's going to talk to you about home humidifiers. Take it away, JT.
Hi, this is JT Burton with the Jeweler Burton Group of Compass with another edition of JT's Home Tips. As with all of our home tips, it's all about maintenance. We want to maintain the systems in our home, both to prolong the life of them and also to improve the health of both the system and all the people that live in the home. Everybody knows what this is. This is your furnace or your air handler. It pushes all of the cool and warm air throughout your home. Most people might not know what this is or what it does, but I bet you have one in your home right now. This is a humidifier that is standard on every furnace system. And what it does is it introduces moisture into the air, especially during the winter months. As you guys know, in the DC metro area, we have a very dry winter. And then in the summer, obviously a lot more humidity. So one thing to pay attention to when you have one of these systems is, like we said, maintenance. You need to make sure that this is completely cleaned and serviced on a yearly basis. Another aspect of the system is to not allow the air to pass through the humidifier in the summer with this damper. That's why we have it closed. When it gets to the cooler months and there's no more humidity in the air, we switch the damper to winter, allowing the air to pass through the humidifier and then back up to your supply to go throughout your home. The most important thing about this system is to make sure it's maintained and clean. Most HVAC professionals will not automatically service this when they come to clean your HVAC. It is important to ask for this service because this area we find collects a lot of mold and gunkiness that then goes throughout your entire house. An alternative to this is to just abandon the system altogether and use individual humidifiers throughout the home as needed. This is another edition of JT's Home Tips. Thanks for checking in.
All right, thanks, JT. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. Give us a follow at Jeweler Burton on Facebook or Instagram. As always, if you know somebody who's getting in the market, think could use our help, please connect us. You know we'd love to help. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week. Later.